Today, I will show you how to unlock this unlimited supply of free fertilizer. We will cover selecting scraps, layering, and fermentation chemistry. But stay tuned for the single most important step, the 1-to-10 dilution rule. If you miss this, you won't just make the liquid ineffective, you could burn your roots and destroy your entire garden overnight. Take a close look at your garden plants right now. Are their leaves turning pale, or is your soil dry and lifeless? Most gardeners buy expensive chemical fertilizers, thinking a quick fix is the only way to solve the problem. But the real answer to your garden's hunger isn't in a plastic bottle. It is in your kitchen trash. You can transform ordinary waste into concentrated liquid gold that supercharges plants for free. Before we start, comment below. What specific plant always struggles in your garden? Whether it is stubborn tomatoes, wilting houseplants, or yellowing herbs, let me know. Which is it for you? Write it down in the comment section right now. Watching my garden thrive takes me back to my grandfather's small farm. I remember sitting on the steps of his porch, quietly watching him work. He was a man of few words, but he had a deep understanding of nature. He had beautiful, productive vegetable beds, yet never once bought commercial fertilizer. Instead, he gathered all the kitchen vegetable peels and discarded leaves. As a kid, I thought he was just eccentric, throwing garbage into water. Today, modern science proves the chemistry he was tapping into. He was not just recycling waste, he was running a sophisticated microbial refinery. To master this, look beneath the surface. Plants require primary nutrients, nitrogen for leaf growth, phosphorus for roots, and potassium for fruit development, known as NPK. When we harvest, we often discard the leaves and peels we do not eat. The rest ends up in the trash, but these scraps are packed with the exact same nutrients the plant drew from the earth in the first place. According to research in food waste-derived organic fertilizers, organic wastes hold a vast reservoir of soluble elements, especially nitrogen, which is immediately available to plants. However, in raw form, these nutrients are locked inside complex cells. Your roots cannot absorb them directly. They need a messenger. Think of soil microbes as biological keymasters that break down massive structures into simple, ionic forms. Without them, your soil becomes a desert, and your plants starve. The common way to recycle scraps is traditional composting. As detailed by the Environmental Protection Agency, composting is the managed, aerobic biological decomposition of organic materials by microorganisms. These microbes feed on carbon and nitrogen, using water to digest and oxygen to breathe. Over several months, they build a rich humus that acts as an exceptional, slow-release soil conditioner. Traditional composting is incredible, but there is a major catch. It takes 4 to 6 months. If your plants are hungry right now, waiting half a year simply is not an option. You need a fast-acting solution. That is where our second method comes in. It is faster, easier, and produces a liquid fertilizer that your plants absorb almost immediately. Let us build what I call liquid gold. You might think, I live in an apartment and won't fermenting vegetables smell terrible? That is the beauty of this liquid system. It requires very little space, just a simple bucket on a balcony. While the concentrated brew has a strong smell during fermentation, that odor completely fades the moment you dilute it. The benefits far outweigh a few days of temporary smell. To begin, collect your clean vegetable scraps. According to a beginner's guide by Envy Nature, some of the best kitchen wastes include carrot, cucumber, potato peels, banana skins, and used coffee grounds, which are rich in nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. Avoid greasy foods, meat, dairy, or bones, which attract pests. Chop them into small pieces. Smaller pieces create more surface area, allowing microbes to break down materials much faster. Next, grab a 5-gallon bucket. We will build a microbial lasagna. Start by placing chopped scraps at the bottom. On top, sprinkle active compost or manure. This step is vital because compost acts as a biological starter, inoculating your bucket with millions of active microbes and enzymes that jumpstart fermentation. Repeat this layering process until your bucket is half full. Now we come to the most critical part, the water. You must use non-chlorinated water. Municipal tap water contains chlorine and chloramine designed to kill bacteria. If you pour chlorinated water over your scraps, you will sanitize the bucket, killing the microbes we need. The best choice is naturally chlorine-free rainwater. If you don't have it, don't worry. You can easily dechlorinate tap water by letting it sit in an open bucket for 24 hours to off gas. Pour your chlorine-free water into the bucket until it completely covers the scraps. Stir the mixture thoroughly to ensure everything is evenly saturated. Place a lid over the bucket, but do not seal it airtight. The mixture needs some airflow to allow gases to escape safely. Leave the bucket undisturbed in a warm, shady spot for at least 7 days. During this week, millions of microbes multiply, breaking down scraps and releasing nutrients directly into the water. By day 7, you will notice a strong smell. Do not panic. That smell is proof that your mixture has turned into a powerful, living fertilizer. Before using this liquid fertilizer, you must dilute it. The mixture is very strong in concentrated form, and applying it directly will cause severe root burn. Dilute it by mixing 1 part of the liquid with 10 parts water. For example, mix 1 cup of the liquid fertilizer with 10 cups of water. It should look like weak tea. Once diluted, the fertilizer is ready. Apply it directly to the soil around your plants, close to the roots, so the nutrients can be absorbed quickly. Let us be honest. While this liquid fertilizer is powerful, it is not a magic wand. It works wonders for leafy vegetables, tomatoes, fruit trees, and flowers during their growing season. However, you should avoid overusing it. More is not better. Applying this high nitrogen feed too frequently can lead to excessive leaf growth at the expense of fruits. Limit applications to once every 2 weeks. Remember, the goal is a healthy, balanced ecosystem, not just quick, unnatural growth. Never use this on extremely dry plants. Water them with plain water first so their roots are receptive. Never use scraps from diseased plants, which can spread pathogens. Lastly, keep the concentrated bucket out of reach of children and pets. At the end of the day, this project is about something much larger than saving money on supplies. It is about changing how we look at the world. We throw away 1/3 of our food and then buy chemical products in plastic bottles to fix the resulting problems. But when you brew this liquid fertilizer, you are closing the loop. You are participating in a beautiful, natural cycle where yesterday's waste becomes tomorrow's harvest. You are taking back control, relying on your own resourcefulness, and working in harmony with nature. If you want to understand the deep, natural systems of the earth, instead of constantly buying chemical products, you have found your home. Before you go, comment below. Which of these methods are you going to brew first? Your plants will thank you for this organic boost. Now, go chop those scraps, feed your soil, and watch your garden transform.